Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with review for Delilah Season 1, Episode 4. This is the second time I'm doing this. I don't really know what's going on with my phone. This is the second time that this has happened. Happened with Love and Hip Hop yesterday, and with Delilah today. I done did the whole fucking review, and it did not record. Now, I'm looking at it, and I see it going, but it is not in my camera roll, so I got to do this again. And, of course, I'm on my fucking lunch break, so I'm trying to get this done. All right, it doesn't... we shouldn't start off the review cursing. So let me start over. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, so the show starts with Delilah going to see her brother. Evidently, he's going to be going home soon. We know that. So I guess they're going to be talking about him, his visit home. He's going to be going home for the weekend. But when Delilah walks in, of course, the brother is surprised. She was unexpected. She was like, we need to talk. Okay. How dare you send your father over there to try to take that little boy? Okay. I don't know who's worse. Either you or Christine, you guys whipped that boy around like a wiffle ball. And he was like, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking, it was just a momentary lapse in judgment. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. He said, did you come here just to fuss? Yeah, nigga, she came here to fuss and to talk to you about these reports. Okay. So he was like, what do you want from me? Well, funny you should ask. All right. Do you have a report of what happened when you got injured in the army? He was like, yeah, I'm sure I have one. And she was just like, well, can I see it? And he was like, sure. He goes and gets it. He says, I haven't even opened it. I haven't even read it. Okay. I already know what happened. I have the nightmares to prove it. So she was like, okay, well, she takes the paperwork and she sits down and she compares the report that she got from the files with the report that her brother just handed her. And of course, they say two different things. One says malfunction equipment. The report that her brother says other. All right. So, something's going on here. She looks down at the bottom and it was signed off by the same person, a Mr. Rick Pattendale. I guess he's some sergeant or whatever. So, it's like, don't. She's looking around like, ain't this about a bitch? There's two different accounts. She's trying to figure out what's going on with Rick Pattendale. Jamal calls and, didn't she tell Jamal to swing back around in about a month? Has it only been like a day or two? Jamal is calling because Tamara told him he should go on and call, and now he wants to take her to dinner. And surprise, surprise, she's made time to meet him for dinner. All right, so, we can do this. We're going to do it the next day. I told you guys that we would see Jamal sooner than later. So, again, she's looking over this paperwork with her assistants, and they have noticed that not only does these two reports have differing reasons for what happened, but they were able to pull some other reports, and at least 6 more have very similar accounts of the description of the accident or whatever on these reports. It's almost as if Mr. Pattendale had gone and cut and paste and put things in these different reports so it would sound good, maybe make a few changes, but basically they all say the same thing. So now we really got our good eye on Mr. Pattendale. Something ain't right here. So you know what? She picks up these reports and she's about to go talk to Tamara. She don't give Tamara a chance to do the right thing. We see Tamara's at work, and she gets a call from Mr. Perfect, the mayor. All right. And he's like, hey, baby, what time you going to be home? Or what time you leaving the office? She says about 5. He's like 5:05 or like 5:08. And she says 5:05. Why? What's up? Are you planning something? Is it going to be a party or something? Just let me know. And he was like, okay, 5 o'clock. I'll see you later. And he hangs up the phone. And of course, she's just like, that perfect man of mine. So what happens when she gets home, evidently, is that Mr. Perfect, the mayor, has proposed to her. All right. And so when Delilah comes over there, Delilah don't know shit about this proposal. She going over there to talk to her about the case, remember? So she knocks on the door. Mr. Perfect, the mayor, answers the door, and, he lets her in, and she sees us all decorated, balloons and streamers and ribbons and confetti and flowers. And, it's all beautiful in there. And Tamara comes out like, oh, my God, I'm so glad my girl came here. I was just saying I needed my girl. I'm so glad you got over whatever you was under last night, because I was like, girl, I needed my girl. Okay, look, dreams do come true. Oh my God, Delilah, will you be my maid of honor? Delilah is looking like, yeah. But Delilah, of course, she didn't know none of this was happening. So it just happened that she just showed up at the time. So now Delilah's like, okay, maybe this ain't a good time. And Tamara was like, well, you here now? Like, what you here for? What's going on? She's like, well, I came to talk to you about the case. Okay, well, tell me what's up. Okay. Nothing can ruin Tamara's day right now. So Delilah was like, I don't really want to say. But Tamara says, no, go on and tell me. So she tells her about the radios, the two different reports, how the same person signed off. And there's other reports where it looks like he's just kind of cut and paste and use the same descriptions. And it's just something fishy here. So Tamara was like, okay, well, yeah, I'll look it over for sure. And if I see that there's something wrong or something that I don't want to be involved with, I'll just tell Wynn we need to drop the case. I said, girl, is that how you see things? That's when you think you got a little bit more pull than, sometimes we just got to get reminded. But she say that she gonna handle it, okay, but not right now, because she look over at Mr. Perfect over there in the kitchen. She got to get back to Mr. Perfect, the mayor. And Delilah says, oh, yeah, of course, girl, I didn't expect you to do that tonight. Congratulations, let me get out of your hair. All right. And of course, Mr. Perfect, the mayor, now that we get married, we can start working on babies. I was like, oh, no, not with Miss Tamara, honey. Tamara got stars in her eyes. She's going to be a partner soon. So Delilah goes home and she's on job number 2, which is dealing with her kids. Okay. Between the little baby Dion, who always talk like this. I was like, are they making him talk more like a baby? Seems like he would be more, is my mommy and daddy divorced? Are you divorced? I was like, when Jada and Joe was their age, they was talking like me, minus the curse words, honey. They talked clear, no baby talk, none of that. So I'm just listening to him like, how old y'all think he is? He got to be around 4, right? He sounds like, okay. Oh, bless his heart, he precious. But anyway, Kai, is that the son or the daughter? I don't know which one, but one of them told him that everybody gets divorced. So he's asking Delilah, and she's like, don't listen to Kai. So the next day, Tamara calls Delilah and she's all concerned. Oh my God, I read over the reports and oh my God, they did something to Nate. Oh my God, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Nate. Now I feel like I need to go confront Wynn about these radios because this ain't what I signed up for, D. And Delilah was like, yeah, I told you, there's some heavy shit in those reports, huh? Oh, yes, definitely so. Where are you? You down there talking to Nate about the case? And she was like, how you know I'm down here talking to Nate? She said, girl, because I got 5 of my friends. We're going to keep that in our memory bank because that's going to be important somewhere along the show line. Okay. But she was like, yeah, girl, I'm down here. But actually, I'm here because, we're supposed to be planning this will visit with Nate and, at his house and all of this. So that's actually what I'm here for. And she was like, okay, well, tell Nate that I pray for him every single day and, make sure that, he knows I love him. And, Tamara about to go down here and figure out what the hell going on with these damn radios. When Delilah gets in there and she sees her father, she's irritated all over again. Now, Nate get on her damn nerves and now she got to deal with her daddy being there and I said, girl, you got the patience of Job. So, you know what? She sits down with the advocate. She's just trying to set up the meeting. Okay, we're going to have this meeting at Nate's house tomorrow at 4 o'clock. All right. Delilah's looking at her phone and is like, I can't make it until 4:30. And Nate was like, you ain't got to come. I don't really want you to be there anyway. And Delilah was like, what? No, I don't want you to be there because look at how you are right now. You mad, you got your arms crossed, your mouth all turned up. I don't need that kind of energy around Christine. Christine, who's not here, by the way, because Christine told Nate that she forgot that this meeting was happening today. And Nate is still taking up for Christine. I said, what the fuck is wrong with Nate? He is just, I mean, I definitely understand that maybe he's feeling like he's not, he won't find somebody that will love him, but Christine don't even love you. So why are you going through this, boy? But whatever. So Delilah was just like, I'm trying to, she's trying to help out. Nate say he don't need that energy around. Okay. Even the father is over there like, yeah, Delilah, you don't need to come if you can't come. And Delilah was like, I'll make 4 o'clock work. I forgot to tell you guys that before she walked into the safe release meeting, Leah had called her and was just like, hey girl, so they called me from Osborne Tactical and they told me that I needed to bring my phone and my laptop in or they were going to charge me with theft, and they can't do that, can they? Those are my things. And Delilah was like, the files on there are theirs. All right. So yeah, you kind of have to do this. You know what? Bring this stuff by the office. She'll have Mason clone it. Okay, clone the phone, clone the laptops, and then you can go and take everything down there. All right, now, of course, Leah hesitates like, oh, I got to do that? And she was just like, is there a problem? Leah, okay? That child is always just Child, Leah just got a whole nother thing going on that we don't know about. So Delilah was like, is there a problem? Do you not want to do that? And she was just like, oh no, I'll bring it down there. But of course she's stammering and stuttering and hesitating and everything. So definitely is something on these phones and these laptops that we need to be worried about. But she says she's going to bring them down, so fine. In the meantime, Tamara goes and talks to Fred Osborne. Fred, so what is this that I'm hearing? Is there really some cover-up that's going on? Are these radios really not safe? Okay, do you know anything about this? And he was like, listen, I don't know what the Army might want to do. Okay, I don't know what they got going on or anything. I'm responsible for tactical, Osborne Tactical. Now, if Leah want to go and sue the Army, then she can have right at it. All I know is that the radios that we make is built to enable the soldiers to communicate with each other safely. All right, so that's all he know. And she says, oh, okay, so if that's all you know, then I can put you on the stand and you'll testify to that. Okay, Fred Osborne, his patience is running thin. You know what? Let me call Raquel Williams, okay? Because Raquel is over this whole radio unit, and I guess she's an engineer. She knows all the in and outs about this radio. So let me call Raquel Williams, and we can get a little demonstration so you can see how safe these radios are. So, honey, Raquel, come in. Raquel is all succinct. She got her bag, and she slammed the shit down, and she opened it up, and here go the radio, and she pushing buttons and talking technical talk and talking about, frequencies and detonation, and this happens, and you push that, and this goes, and we counting down, and she done went and gave her this damn demonstration of this radio, and of course don't nothing blow up. Of course nothing is going to blow up because Tamara, Fred, and Raquel are in the room, and they're not gonna let something blow up. So I guess this was supposed to prove to Tamara that the radio is safe. Tamara is not an engineer. Tamara don't know shit from Shinola about these radios or how they work or what frequencies would detonate what. It seems like if you was really trying to show somebody something, you would have a professional that you brought in that can actually see. Because Raquel could have pushed a button. For all that Tamara knows, Raquel could have brought in a dummy radio that would never do anything because it's not, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what was that supposed to prove? But you know what? Fred seemed to be happy with that, and he told Tamara, so now you got your demonstration. You see how these radios work. You see we ain't blew up in no field or nothing. So go on back to your office and leave me the hell alone. So she go back to the office and she bust into Wynn's office. Of course, the secretary running after her like, I'm sorry, sir, but you know what? I tried to tell her to stop, but she don't listen. Okay. So Tamara comes in there and he was like, I just got off the phone with Fred Osborne. What do you mean going down there confronting him about these radios? And she was just like, I don't know what's going on with these radios now. Okay, maybe Leah not lying. Maybe it is some problems with these radios and maybe I need to talk to HR. And, she's starting to worry Wynn. He was like, look, Leah is a liar. Fred and Raquel, they just walked you through the whole thing and they let you see how the radio works and didn't shit blow up. Okay, and again, Leah's a liar, and you know that, and I know that, and Fred Osborne know that, and everybody knows that. So, what do you want to do? I could actually put somebody else on this case. I could easily put somebody else on, and you ain't got to worry about it. Oh, wait a minute. Now, Tamara's like, no, that ain't what we want to do either. Okay. And she looks on his desk and he has a bouquet of flowers there. And she was like, what's that for? And he's like, oh, that's actually for you. I was supposed to bring it in there to you earlier. I forgot. Because that was a celebration of you getting engaged. And man, what a year it would be if you would get married and become partner in the same year. All right. So now we didn't force Tamara to look at things a little differently. Okay. Friendship, ambition. Friendship, ambition. Which one will Tamara choose? He knows that he's got Tamara again. So he was like, going and send Fred Osborne an email telling him thank you for showing you the radio. And you know that he's telling the truth and everything and let this shit be that. And Tamara was like, fine. But she knows something in the milk ain't clean. Back at the office, we see the two assistants. I can't remember their names. I'm sorry. I think I wrote it down, but I don't feel like looking through my notes to figure out what their names are. But the one that's been there, she's Nigerian. The new girl that's come in, her people are from Cameroon. So she says that, we all African. When Delilah gets there, the new assistant is asking her, like she's on her because she wants to file for this deposition. And Delilah is trying to give Tamara some time to do some research so she can do the right thing, remember? So no, don't file it just yet. She goes in the room and Tamara calls and she says, listen, girl, I did look over the report. And you know what? This case is only about Leah getting fired. Okay, it ain't got nothing to do with the Army, but we can go after Army, after we finish this case, you and I together if you want to. But, she's trying to give all the reasons why they need to just stick to what they was supposed to do in this case and not turn it into something bigger. And of course, Delilah's like, you know what? Enjoy your partnership. And she hangs up the phone. Oh, now Delilah's got blood in her eyes, and she goes out there and she tells her assistant, go on and file that deposition. So it's full steam ahead. Now we see her daughter. She is in her violin lessons with Miss Virginia. And Miss Virginia is sitting over there and she's listening and she's like, again. So the daughter plays the thing and she says, wait a minute, play it again slower. And so the daughter plays it again slow and she's like, hold on, are you serious about what you are doing? And the daughter says, yes, I just don't know what you want. I want to see your soul. The way that you are playing today would not get you into the pits of a high school orchestra. I need you to tell me right now, are you serious about this? The daughter says yes. Okay, then we'll play it slower. Child, that daughter was just like on that one note, like, I was just like, we're going to be here all day. You said you wanted to have class with Miss Virginia. You're going to work for this class. But yeah, it's the next day. And also, we get into this wellhouse visit. So they at Nate and Christine's house. And, Nate is all hopeful, looking around like, oh, yeah, we can do this. We can put a ramp over here. And, oh, yeah, we can widen this. And, oh, baby, how you think about having a chair lift, put up on the staircases there? And she was just like, oh, whatever. And, Delilah's sitting over there trying to bite her lip, real annoyed, like... And he was like, okay, maybe we can look into putting a chair lift in. I mean, just oblivious. I mean, has no idea that his wife is sitting over there seething. She don't want to do none of this. All right. Delilah's over there barely being able to maintain her composure. The father's over there looking like he don't know what to say. And then finally Christine says, I can't do this. And Nate was like, what? What do you mean, baby? What do you mean? What can't you do? I can't do this anymore. Okay. It's so clear what Christine is going through right now, and it's painful to watch Nate sit there like he don't know a damn thing. She want to say, I don't want to put this fucking chair lift in because your ass is not going to be here, and what's it going to look like having this chair lift and you ain't even here no more? We not going to be together no more. I don't want to be with you no more. I'm over this whole thing. You, the baby, everybody can go. But of course, she's not going to say that because when Delilah turned around and she about to burn a hole in her forehead with her eyes, Christine was just like, I can't do this. She comes up with something else, but she doesn't say what she really wants to say and what everybody knows that she wants to say. I'm just like, oh my God, are we going to have to deal with Nate and Christine this whole season? Please tell me no. So when Delilah and the father go out, and he's just trying to tell her that she needs to chill. And she was just like, did she tell him about Andre? And, of course, Andre is a friend. I said, look at Debo in there fucking on the wife. Nate don't care, obviously. I guess he gonna let Andre come in on the second shift. Come on, Nate. Now, jumping back over to Tamara. Tamara's starting to feel some kind of way about this case, okay? She's not real sure exactly what's going on. So she calls Leah, and she says, hey, Leah, this is Tamara, okay? Give me a call when you get a chance. We need to talk. All right, we need to talk. So I was like, okay, Tamara. Now, do Wynn Lockley know that you calling Leah, or is this off the record? Okay, don't get yourself in trouble, girl. Back at the house, Delilah's getting ready for her date with Jamal, the little boy. You'll get him, Malweed. Her son was like, my mom said she ain't never getting married again. And she was just like, don't be telling that boy that. She gets a call from Harper. I think that's one of the girls' names. Harper, I think that's her name. And she says, hey, did Leah come down there with the laptop and the phone? And she tells her, no, she didn't come. Oh, God, that Leah. Okay. But she ain't really got time. She's trying to get ready for her date. She tell her assistant what she needs her to do around there. And, then the assistant is kind of hesitating. And she was like, what's wrong? And she was just like, yeah, I just, she ain't really feeling the new assistant. And Delilah was like, okay, don't worry about it. I'll talk to her later. But she ain't got time right now. She's trying to get ready for this date. But the sad thing about the new assistant is that we see her at home Okay, hair wrapped up or her wig off or whatever, and she's eating dinner. She's by herself. There's a place setting for somebody across the table from her, but nobody is there. So we don't know if that means that somebody didn't come home. We don't know if that means that somebody is no longer around that used to sit across from her. We don't know if that is just wishful thinking that she wished she had somebody that was across from her, but obviously she is lonely. She is there by herself. Her eyes are watering. She's trying to eat her food. She keeps looking over there at the other side, and I was just like, oh, you guys, what's going on with the girl? You know, you guys been giving her a hard time in my comments saying that something's up with her. I actually really like her. And I think we're going to find out more and more about her as time goes on, obviously, so we can figure out what her story is. But I don't think she's bad. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with her per se. I don't think that Delilah and them need to worry about her, at least not right now. But we'll see what goes on with her. But didn't you feel bad for her when you looked across that table? I said, girl, where your man at? I'm sorry. But whatever. Delilah, she gets to her date with Jamal and she's late. I'm like, girl, why was you late? You was home. You was trying to figure out what you was going. I'm telling you, I can't stand when people be late. It is a pet peeve of mine. So, you know, she goes rushing up and she late enough that they didn't miss their reservation, you know, but of course, Jamal, quick thinking, he already ordered some food to go. Let's go take a walk. All right. So yeah, they go take a walk and they start telling each other their background on each other, how he was growing up with, Mr. Perfect, the mayor's family, you know, because, his mom, you know, was working a lot until he was always over at, Mr. Perfect, the mayor's auntie's house, he was always over there too. So that's how they grew up and became boys. And then Delilah gives her life story with, you know, how she met Tamara and they met when she was in elementary school and they've been knowing each other ever since and yada, yada, yada. They had a nice walk and a nice talk and things getting real cozy and looking like Delilah and Jamal is going to kiss. And then she gets a phone call. Okay, I need to take this. Please excuse me a second. So she walks off to the other side. She, hey, Leah, what's up? Leah was like, Delilah, I don't know what's wrong, but I got home and my front door was open. You think somebody broke in here? Well, did you leave your front door open before you left? Like, what you think, Leah? Delilah was like, oh my goodness, you know, and she was like, did they take anything? She was like, oh my goodness, Delilah, I think they still here. I said, Leah, why are you going in the house? Listen, when they broke into our house, my son was the first one that got home. He said as soon as he opened the front door, he could look through and see that the back door was open. He said he turned it right on around, didn't even walk in the house, and walked up to my neighbor's house to call the police. He was just like, we wasn't going in the house. I mean, you already know that if your front door is open, chances are somebody is either in there or has been in there. It is not safe. Okay, so Leah goes in there evidently, and she's like, I think she's still here. And then she's like, oh, get your hands off of me. Ah, get your hands off of me. I said, Leah, girl, do I need to have my son talk to you? Oh, dumbass. Girl, now you're in there wrestling with some robber in there trying to get your shit, your laptop, your phone, or whatnot. And of course, Delilah's like, Leah, are you okay? No, she's not okay. You and Jamal hurry up and get over there and help that girl. Call the police first, though. Oh, and the assistant's name is Demetria. Harper and Demetria. I need to lock that in the memory bank. All right, you guys, let me get off of here and get back to work. They have been calling and calling, so I guess I'm needed. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.